Hey everybody, this is Josh from CollectionDX, and I am here with Dan.
Hi everyone.
And we have for you today a special treat, fresh off the boat, the Toynami Masterpiece Beta Fighter.
Let me tell you something, guys. This thing is loaded to the gills. It's awesome and it's sure to impress.
It's awesome. I mean, it's the best thing Toynami has ever done.
I have to agree with you, Josh.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. It's heavy. It's die cast. It's ratchety. It's durable. It's got everything you look for in a great collectible toy.
Yeah, people say that the Voltron Lion was the pinnacle of Toynami's kind of that was like the test run for making high quality. This, and we said it before, it's almost like they fired the whole staff and brought a fresh new group of people in, and because it is so head and shoulders above beyond anything that they've done before. It is really remarkable.
Not to sound cliche, but with this piece, and Josh, I'm sure you'll agree with me, Toynami has truly arrived.
Yeah, they are. This piece is on par with anything I think Bandai could put out. It is light years ahead of the CM's piece. I think it's better than better or on par with the recent Yamato stuff. This is more diecast. More diecast than that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's got that quality.
And the plastic quality is just perfect.
The plastic quality is very, very dead on to the Yamato. But again, you got that die cast, that metal that you want in a toy that makes it feel like you hard-earned money, you bought something that was worth it.
Right, definitely. So this thing's big, and if you have the CM's version, we'll put that in here, and let me get you a better idea of the size of this thing. It dwarfs the CM's version.
Oh, absolutely. The CM's version is the kind of the tiny baby brother of the Toynami version. The only thing I will say, looking at the CM and the Toynami version together, I do like CM's color choice on the blue as opposed to Toynami.
Yeah, we do like the blue a little better. I think, but Toynami's got to make it match their blue Alpha Fighter, and that's the color. But you can just see the differences in the design, the height of the missile launchers on the back, the shape of the overall fuselage here, even the shape of the upper arms here, completely different.
What Josh and I did is we actually looked at some of the original line art to kind of see which one was closer. And believe it or not, folks, the Toynami is actually better. Closer to the line art than the CM.
I mean, it really, there's no contest. When it first came out, I loved it because it was the first beta fighter that we had, and don't bother.
Yeah, throw it away.
Well, don't throw it away. I mean, it's still good, but this is so much better. It really is phenomenal.
Well, you know what, Josh? You took the CM away, but I want to show the folks at home something that they're going to notice, and I want to point this out because this is truly a mark of someone who's thought out the item. Just the engineers did it well, and what it is the details. Now, I want to show you this. Look at the back of this thing. Look at that. Detailed panels there. Detail in here, little detail on top of the legs. Now, look at this empty husk of a toy.
It really feels like a cheap plastic train station toy compared to the CM's.
I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like night and day.
Yeah, there's almost no detailing on the CM's version compared to the Toynami version. It's ridiculous.
And you pay what, $350 when these came out?
For the set, yeah, it's crazy.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Let me take this out of here.
All right.
But again, appreciate the detail on the back of that piece. That is the mark of a truly great collector piece toy craftsman. I mean, there's just no way around it. Believe me, we're not being paid off by George at the Toynami. We're not on the take here. This is an awesome piece.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to show you some of the cool features that this thing has here. Top half of the figure is all plastic, from what we can tell. It seems to be all plastic. If there's any metal, it's done so well that it seems like plastic. We have, of course, head articulation. It does rub a little bit, so it just kind of clears it, but it's fine. These open, and you basically just push these in a little bit, and you have your
Here's your missile banks.
missile bays. Very nice. Each missile nicely painted. Still don't fire, but you know I don't think we're ever going to see like that kind of thing happen. Arm articulation, stellar. Listen.
Isn't that a joyous sound?
That's
click,
awesome.
Click, click, click. It's like Christmas morning.
And you could just, I mean, would you have done this with a Toynami Alpha Fighter? No, it would be in 9 million pieces by now. I mean, this thing's awesome.
I mean, I would.
Listen.
What did you just say? We could have fist fights with these things.
I love this sound. Listen to this. Ready?
Oh my God! It's like a knife going into a cutting block.
Very cool. So, yeah, each one, the hands are articulated, you know, 2 places. You got, well, just one actually. You got the swivel, well, 2. You got the swivel wrist and fingers move.
And I'll make a notation on the hands. They're not like the Alpha hands. They are good quality plastic.
Totally different plastic than Alpha hands. The Alpha hands would like almost seem like they're made out of clay, you know, and they just disintegrated. Nah, this is the. If you've owned any recent Yamato product, it's like that type of plastic. Moving down a little bit, here's the waist area. So, you're going to love this. Ready? Listen. Huh?
That's what we all look for.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's totally awesome. There's no kind of swivel in and out. That's one thing that the CMs does have, is it has a little swivel motion in the hips. Everyone likes a little swivel in the hips. But, you know what? You're fine. It really doesn't suffer from not having it.
I'll take the copious amounts of die cast over the swivel in the hips any day.
See those big blue lower legs?
All metal.
Solid frickin' die cast. I mean, really. That is heavy metal. You know, not like heavy metal like Guns N' Roses. No, this is heavy metal like Cannibal Corpse. It's heavy metal.
Oh,
you know?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
The feet are articulated a little bit. You know, this is mostly for transformation purposes, but they are a little articulate. So,
you get the click in the knees.
Yeah.
Too. Some articulation in the knees. You can move. No, you do have some room in the legs where you can spread them out.
You do have the booster in the back here, which is posable, but that's more a transformation feature. What else we got for features in this mode? We don't really open the cockpit in this mode, do we?
Well, say in a situation where they had to exit the vehicle and when it's in robot mode, well, there's the cockpit.
Look at that.
Just jump right out of there.
Oh, I should have the figure. Well, I'll have the figure in vehicle mode. There's a little figure that'll go in there. A little Rand figure, I think.
Yeah.
Rand is who flies
and
this
the
one.
cockpit is detailed. You have the actual chair for the pilot to sit in.
Yeah.
You have the controls, everything, and the cockpit
look.
is able to flip up.
And there's a serial number, right? I didn't even know it was in there. 632, right there. Which is also on the cardboard box and on the certificate of authenticity. Which I'd never known there was a bootlegging problem with Toynami products, but hey.
There might be this time
Yeah.
around. You never know.
And we'll talk about the packaging later on, which is the Masterpiece packaging. So, yeah. All kinds of awesome.
Yes. It's
Thoroughly impressed and surprised, and this sets the gold standard.
Yeah. It's definitely a lot of bang for your buck. I mean, you're not going to be disappointed. I realize the price point's $150, but it's $150 well spent.
Yeah.
If you are a fan of Robotech or you're a fan of Most PETA, this is where you want to put your hard-earned money.
So, next we are going to transform this thing.
Absolutely. Let's roll with it.
All right, so I'm going to transform this bad boy. He is really easy to transform. So, first thing we need to do is the hands. These things go up. They swivel around and drop back in, both arms. Really easy. They feel really solid. That's it. There.
Ta-da!
Whoa, that was hard. Okay. These things go up like this. Now, you can see these little tabs on the side right here. They actually fit in where the wings go.
See that little hole, guys?
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, so that just kind of goes like so. Come on. There we go.
That's in.
Okay. Same thing. Let's do it. Let's do it twice.
Same thing, so I'm not going to
Yeah.
do a close-up for you guys on that one. It does the exact same thing over again.
Now, something you notice when I did that, it popped the fuselage up, and the head recessed automatically into the body. Nice little touch on Toynami's part.
Awesome.
This goes up. These come down, and they go in just a little bit. Okay, now we're underneath here. So, with the feet, pull the jets out.
Yep, pull the thrusters out.
The feet go. The toes go like that, I guess. These pull out a little bit. Okay. This goes back. Then this whole unit goes back like so. And now because we pulled this joint back, what we end up having is like a dual action joint. And there's little claws on the back of the feet that go into these little tabs here. Like so.
There you go.
And then see the little hole on the side? The arms just go right in it. So that same thing happens on both sides. That's it.
That's it, folks. That's it.
That's it. How easy and smooth is that? And it's just like, hey, look, I'm in a robot mode, you know? I mean, I don't know, what'd you call this mode?
That would be
Fighter mode.
fighter mode. Yeah.
Fighter, Gerwalk, and Battleoid. I guess the three you would have. All right, so here we are in fighter mode. You notice we got this big hole right here. This is for the attachment for the fighter, for the combined mode. So when you don't have the fighter attached, they supply you with a little tab that goes in like so.
Ta-da!
There you go.
Now it's all covered.
Yeah. So you can fly it around the room, zoom, whatever.
Oh, we lost you there, Josh.
That's okay. I expect you to. All right. So now let's do the extension bar piece and the landing gear. All right. So the toy comes with two of these connector bars, and depending on which way you're displaying the figure, is which bar you use. This one is for when you've attached the Alpha Fighter in fighter mode, and it just doesn't really click in. Just kind of there it goes. The landing gear, die-cast metal, hard rubber, plastic / tires. They plug in. Sorry, to the bottom like so. So that plugs in there.
You can see it's nice and
snug.
chromy. Looks good.
In the back, you have these two little doors that, and do you remember the missile doors on the legs of the Alpha? They were horrendous. They wouldn't close at all. This is goddamn gorgeous. It's perfect.
They're nice. It's precision. It's something that you'd expect to see from a Bandai toy.
It's like someone actually learned how to use the CAD program. There's another one goes in that side. They just plug in.
Zoom out here so you can, and there it is in all of its glory. It rolls around nicely, doesn't want to tip over, looks good.
Pretty neat, huh?
Now give me a side view of that, Josh.
Sure.
You can see the side, it's got a nice profile, looks good. You know, it's not all cocked like the Alpha was, you know what I mean? The Alpha was kind of a little bit tipsy looking in that mode, but you can see it looks pretty good.
All right, so you're asking yourself, but Josh and Dan, how does it fit together with the Alpha Fighter?
Oh, I'm glad you guys want to know that answer because we're going to show you.
We're going to show you.
Going.
All right, so this is the Alpha Fighter that I have. It's a Toynami Alpha Fighter. Unfortunately, I don't have a blue one, so you have to use your imagination, pretend it's blue, but it's essentially the same as all the other ones. The fit and finish is not as tight as the Beta Fighter, so you can see how far they've come in their engineering since then. But the two do still combine, and I will show you how. So, like you said, you just have to imagine that this is blue, okay? To prepare your Alpha Fighter for docking to the Beta Fighter, you only need to do two things. One is that you need to put your tail wings down. Those need to be in a down position, and you need to bring your legs just kind of out and straight a little bit. And that's really all you have to do. Landing gear in, that sort of thing. So you have this little cup area here.
And before you do that,
yeah,
I want to do a close-up area of that. You look at the no better word than saying it, the groin area of the basically the Battleoid.
Yeah.
That's where you're going to dock that arm. And Josh's
Yeah.
going to show you.
It's gonna go kind of like right like this. And it doesn't, it doesn't click in. You're like, oh, all right, that's not gonna work. But just hang out for a little bit.
Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking
Like, that's it?
It doesn't click in. It's going to be loose.
How,
and floppy.
how is that different from the CMs? Blah blah blah. All right, here's the deal. From here in, you line it up. This goes down, and something amazing happens.
Let me get you.
It just kind of works.
Yeah, and look, it's sturdy. You can shake it around. It's not going to fall
Yeah,
off. It's
I mean, granted, I wouldn't, turn it upside down and stuff, but I mean, you got the whole deal.
Well, I think the reason why it works so well, if I can close up on this, Josh, is if
You want to see the underside, or?
you can see the underside. You can see how everything fits really nice and snug. The feet, you can adjust them to look a little better.
Yeah, at least when the feet are a little floppy, but they would normally kind of stay straight.
But let's look at the top side. I want to show them. Okay, the top side now. Check it out. Right in front of the head. Looking at the top side, you can see right in front of the head, or the chest of the beta, you can see the arms of the alpha sort of fit into grooves that are in the chest. Actually, not groove. I would say.
Yeah, I don't think there's any actual
recess.
connection point, but they just kind of go. They just kind of, there's no tabs or anything.
But it does add to the sturdiness of making it hold together, because it holds it from the top, sort of.
Right. So if you want to make it a little more sturdy, what Toynami has done is provide a display stand.
Yes, they have.
And we'll show you that. All right, so the stand comes in 2 pieces, and you assemble it yourself.
I can't find the stand, and there's the stand, guy.
Stand, okay. You'll notice, if I can bring it down here, a couple of holes here, and then a little tab right there. What that does is that it kind of locks the 2 pieces together. So when you display them,
ta-da!
Perfect. Perfect.
It fits together, holds together, looks great together. Geez, I don't even know what to say. It's just a beautiful thing. It always brings a tear to my eye. It looks great.
You know what I'm most pissed off about? I gotta go hunt down a blue alpha now.
Good luck.
Oh my god. Or wait for a red beta, I guess.
Yeah, that I would suggest doing that, because the only blue alphas that are available are the Aoshima alphas, and the color on the Aoshima is closer to the CM.
Yeah,
blue.
geez, I don't know how those two will go together, but and Toynami ones are probably kind of hard to find now. So yeah, all right. So this is this mode. It works. It's there. You wanted it. You got it.
Look at the side view. I mean,
that's kind of
other than the foot on the alpha is a little floppy. But look at everything. Everything kind of goes
pay
together.
no attention to the actual alpha itself. This thing's been through a lot, and it's seen. All right, so now we're gonna do alpha attached to beta with the alpha in robot mode.
Okay, let's do it.
Kind of having a hard time standing at the moment, but it'll give you the idea of how this works, and if you have a nice alpha, you'll be able to get it good. So, to prepare your alpha, you have to normally what you would have is you would have these out in the back. You have to slide those in, and then slide your wings in, like so. So it ends up being flush to the back. I wonder if that was designed that way. I wonder if somebody was thinking ahead. So basically, what the deal is, the nose cone goes in the hole, and this part here loops around the little vent in the front of the crotch. Kind of hard to see, but once I get it together, I'll show it to you. So that goes in like so.
There you go. It's actually pretty sturdy.
Yeah, you could actually have a little puppet show. Hi, Mr. Beta. Hi, Mr. Alpha. All right, enough of that.
It's the alpha marionette.
The Alpha Duty show.
Alpha Duty. Okay, and that barge, you can see, that slides right into the beta for the docking.
Cue Barry White music.
I've been really trying, baby, trying to hold back this feeling for so long.
Yeah, so same thing. Put the stand underneath. Clips in, clips in. You have
And there you go.
docked alpha.
In Battleoid mode. And it's actually pretty sturdy on there. It fits good.
Roll Protect to the rescue.
It's really unfortunate that we don't have a really truly good alpha to show, but the beta does all the does it all. It makes it worth it. You know?
And I know they're coming out next with the My Sterling Alpha, and hopefully they moved all that stuff over to the factory that did the beta. Because the alpha design is solid as a rule. It's just I think that the factory or the tooling or something isn't quite good with it. And if they can do what they did with this, with the rest of their line, no matter what they put out.
Yeah, they're gonna be phenomenal. I mean,
Yeah.
Toynami is we're gonna see nothing but good things.
It'll be legendary. You know, they'll be spoken in the same breaths with, you know, Bandai and Aoshima and, you know, Max Factory and Yamato and all these really high-end specialty Goken makers and things like that. They're doing it.
I want to say this.
Maybe it's a classic.
They could also do this. I was just bouncing this around. It's too bad they couldn't reissue the Alpha, same scale, but in all plastic.
Yeah.
You know, make it a cheap price point so people can buy an Alpha to have
just
with
to
their
stick it on the front. Yeah, that would be awesome.
That would be killer. I would totally buy that.
Yeah. Or even just like, you know, like a 2-pack that has like a superposable version and a ship version, and you could just have them together or something like that.
Yeah, that would work really well. I could see myself buying that too.
Because I think a lot of people may be kind of gun shy after buying one Alpha, and they're like, "Oh, great! Now I got to buy another one, you know, to go with this." You know, it'd be nice to give another alternative, but that's neither here nor there. That doesn't affect the quality of the beta, which is smoking hot, awesome.
The other thing,
Wicked. It's
if
wicked.
Toynami is listening to this, you could also do just for to throw out there an all plastic beta and an all plastic alpha and do a gift set. That would be cool.
That would be cool.
That would be absolutely awesome. People would love that.
But right as is, I mean, it's worth the money. If you're a Japanese toy collector who's used to paying $100 and change for a Goken, this should be a no-brainer. It's freaking awesome.
I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to go on a limb and tell you that in my opinion, this is the toy of the year for 2008.
Ooh. You like it better than the big Millennium Falcon?
Oh, it's better than the big Millennium Falcon.
You like it better than God Mars?
Absolutely.
Better than Deimos?
Absolutely.
Ooh.
It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. It's the beta I always dreamt and wanted. It's the beta of my dreams.
It's a beta dream beta. So, yeah. That's the beta. We're gonna show you the packaging next, as real quick as kind of the end of the video.
I want to say something quick before we sign off on this. Note that when Josh twists it around, the stand shakes a little. Don't let that worry you. It's very sturdily on there.
Yeah, it's just a little flexible. It's the plastic itself that's just a little flexible. It's not gonna fall over or anything, you know.
Yeah, it just has some give, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
All right, let's show them the packaging. It's the Rand VF-B-9H. As you can see, it's standard Toynami fare. They do this with every single release in the Masterpiece collection. Josh, I believe you have something to say about that.
If you have a bunch of them, it will look nice. My big issue is that it's got to add like $30 to the cost of the toy. And in this environment, in this economy, like I would rather save that money and get a simple box with a simple tray with a great toy inside. This doesn't, I mean, I know there are box people, but I want to say they're in the minority.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if it was just a simple box, maybe a nice illustration on the front and a styrofoam tray.
Like, you know what, almost like, I mean, when Aoshima did the Alpha Fighter, it was just a box and a plastic tray.
Yep.
You know, that's my only thing. I mean, it is gorgeous.
Oh, it's beautiful. I mean, look at that thing. Look at the illustration on the left-hand side. You get standard Toynami certificate of authenticity, and it looks fantastic in the packaging. But I do agree. I mean, you could have saved a ton of money by just giving us some simpler packaging, but the packaging is beautiful.
It is very beautiful. It is what it is. So I mean, whether or not you feel the packaging is worth it or not, you want the toy, you're buying the packaging. And yeah, they do look good on the shelf. So.
Well, I will say this about the packaging with Toynami, is they do say, you know, it keeps it kind of forever mint, and it does. It does fulfill that. You get the forever mint packaging, which many collectors want. So that's the other side of the coin.
So yeah, Masterpiece Alpha.
Nope.
Beta. Damn it.
Beta. And you know, thank you, George Sohn and Toynami for sending this to us for review.
Yeah, you did it, George. Good job.
Congratulations.
Yeah, keep it up. Keep it up. We're looking forward to the next two, or however many more they're making. So also, I know it's a little late in the review, but watch this in HD. If you're on YouTube, click the little link below. It says Watch in HD. We're now doing these videos in 720p high definition, so they look really sharp. You get a lot more detail, and it's really worth seeing the little extra bandwidth to watch them. So this is Josh B.
And Dan, or Shogun Dan.
Yeah, for CollectionDX, and look for the full review on CollectionDX.com, and we'll see you next time.
Bye. Wow, look at the back of that.
It's beautiful.
I can't believe that they actually detailed the back. That is awesome. I give George a kiss for this one.